funeral benefit. With regard to the amount of benefit, alam nyo ba na following this recent circular na ating binabanggit, meron tayong dalawang components dito. So if the deceased member has less than 36 monthly contributions prior to the month of death, let's say kahit isang contribution dito, no, basta less than 36 monthly contributions, a fixed amount of 12,000 ng ating ibinibigay as the funeral benefit. Meanwhile naman, if our deceased member has at least 36 monthly contributions, nag-range siya from 20,000 up to 60,000 yung magiging amount of funeral benefit. Depende na yan sa naging contribution ng ating member. So yan ang ating amount of funeral benefit na pwedeng ibigay sa magiging hindi na ito syempre sa ating member, no, kasi deceased na siya, but doon sa beneficiary ng ating member following the order of priority of claimants. So with this circular na nagkaroon tayo ng order or hierarchy of priority of claimants. So ang priority na binibigyan natin ng funeral benefit ay ang surviving legal spouse, okay? So kapag may magki-claim ng funeral benefit, the priority in giving this benefit ay mapupunta sa kanila, sa ating surviving legal spouse. In the absence ng ating surviving legal spouse, let's say, hindi talaga siya gumastos ng funeral expense or hindi malocate yung surviving legal spouse natin o di kaya namatay na yung surviving legal spouse or single yung deceased member natin, that will be only the time, no? That's only the time na pupunta tayo sa mga children, parents, or any other natural person na pwedeng mag-claim ng funeral benefit na ito. But in case buhay ang ating surviving legal spouse, hindi single ang ating deceased member, at nagpasa no ng ating nag-claim or nag-file na application ng ating surviving legal spouse, the priority will be given to them first, to him or her first. Okay? So, let me walk you through the documentary requirements. Ito yung normal na tinatanong sa amin kapag nagsiseminar tayo no, on the funeral benefit and other benefits of SSS. Ano ba yung mga kailangang ipasa kay SSS to avail of this benefit? If the deceased member is single, so baka yung iba no, syempre hindi tayo excited at the moment for this, but I hope no through this ay maintindihan natin or ma-appreciate natin yung mga documents, no. If the deceased member is single, ang kailangang ipasa ng claimant ay proof to establish the SSS membership of the deceased member. So example niyan, UMID card o di kaya any employer record na mag-indicate ng SS number ng namayapang member natin at death certificate. So, kailangan natin ng proof of death, no? Through the death certificate. Proof of payment. Example niyan, syempre, ang official receipt na nakapangalan dun sa claimant at dapat nag-reflect doon yung amount ng binayaran, no? For the funeral expense ng deceased member natin, as well as the certificate of no marriage record or the CENOMAR. Kasi dito mapapatunayan na talagang single ang ating deceased member. Eh ma'am, paano naman if the deceased member is married and the claimant is the surviving legal spouse? Ano naman yung mga documentary requirements na kakailanganin natin dyan? So we have the following. Proof to establish SSS membership of the deceased. So sabi ko nga kanina, example niyan ay UMID card or any employer record that would indicate the SSS number no of the deceased member. Death certificate, syempre marriage certificate para ma-claim na siya talaga ang surviving legal spouse and proof of payment. But for our surviving legal spouse na magpa-file for the funeral benefit, hindi required na magpasa ng proof of payment kung ikaw ang legal spouse. In lieu of that, you may submit an affidavit or online certificate na magsasabi na ikaw talaga yung surviving legal spouse. But if you have the proof of payment, you may do so, no? You may upload that, but it's not required, no? In this category, okay? Meanwhile, if the deceased member is married and claimant is other than the surviving legal spouse, let's say anak ka nung namayapang SSS member or kapatid or kapitbahay na nagmalasakit sa namayapang miyembro natin, ito yung mga kailangang documents na isubmit. Proof to establish SSS membership of the deceased, death certificate, proof of payment, so ito yung official receipt. And this time, no, this is required, no? Required naman itong official receipt natin dyan. So it's not optional, as we have seen here. Let me just put that. So hindi na siya optional in this case kasi hindi na surviving legal spouse yung nag-avail nito, no? So required itong proof of payment and any of the following: duly notarized waiver in favor of the claimant, duly signed by the surviving legal spouse, or duly notarized affidavit as attested by two disinterested persons. Let's say hindi mo na mahanap yung surviving legal spouse, so two disinterested persons ay pwede, stating that the surviving legal spouse did not pay for the funeral expenses or cannot be located. So ito yung mga documents na ipapasa natin if you fall under this category. So the prescriptive period of filing is 10 years. No? We understand na yung iba sinasabi, di ba dati wala namang filing period ang funeral benefit. But following Circular 2023-009, as I have mentioned earlier, so meron na tayong filing period na 10 years from the month of death of the member or the pensioner. So kung may mga kakilala tayong mga kamag-anak, katrabaho, kapitbahay na namayapa, no, at wala pang 10 years, pakisabi sa kanilang mga kasama sa buhay, no, baka sayang din. So malit man o malaki yung makukuha na funeral benefit, it's their right. So malaking makakatulong din ito for our needs in daily life. So 10 years ang ating filing period from the month, take note ha, from the month of death of the member or the pensioner. Cash benefit granted to help defray the cost of funeral expenses upon the death of a member, including permanently total disabled member or retiree. Kindly hold on. Okay, so permanently totally disabled member or retiree. So yan, I hope you can see the entire screen already. Thank you, Mark. Okay, so yan ang ating funeral benefit. Definitely, or kung titignan natin, it is intended to help us para sa funeral expenses. So last year, SSS has issued a circular now on the revised guidelines on the funeral benefit. So the funeral expenses following the circular number 2023-009 include the following: embalming services, burial transfer services and permits, funeral services for the dead, including church service fee or its equivalent from other religions kasama rin dyan, cremation or interment services, purchase or rent of coffin, purchase or rent of cemetery, memorial lot or columbarium, and payment for memorial or funeral insurance plan. So yan yung kasama natin sa ating funeral expenses for our SSS funeral benefit.